What's up, everybody? It's Dom Universe. So I want to make this very, very important video for y'all. This video is dedicated, all my videos for y'all. I'm a service to others type of person, but this video, this to the people who want to help people who want to start their own business, etc. Now, for the past few months, ever since I think July, ever since my big conscious shift this year, right? I found out I want to help people, right? I always, ever since I was young, like I would help anybody. Like even if you was rude to me, even if you was mean to me, if you needed help, I'm going to help you instantly. Like that's what I like to do. That's what, it's like a natural thing because, you know, I'm an angel, I'm an indigo. My spirit guide is Metatron. I know that people don't come here wanting to help people for no reason or have that natural instinct. You get where I'm coming from? That's some shit that angels like to do. Right? And people like that, people with those type of spirits, our spirits disturb other people's soul. So you ever met somebody, you probably think you the nicest person, but you met somebody who rude as fuck, and you like, how the fuck do they hate me? I'm the nicest person in the world, right? That your spirit probably disturbs that person's soul. They are low vibrational. But anyway, moving on. Since the beginning of time, right? Humans, regardless of skin tone, regardless of skin color, we were all created as a slave race. We were all created to mine gold for our creators, period. It don't matter what skin tone you are. This is it, like that whole service to people, service, just being a servant, period, because we are servants. It's in our genetics, basically. Like, I know you get taught manners when you're growing up, but I feel like if a lot of people weren't taught manners when they was born, they would naturally have that love space and who would want to give to other people. Because you got people like Pleiadians and shit like that. But anyway, moving on. This is why we naturally help people. We have the natural instinct to help people. So we hold doors for people. We say thank you to people we don't know. We say ladies first. We do stuff like that. Like we have manners towards strangers, right? So everybody is a servant. It don't matter what job you're doing. You could be making food. You're making food for people. You could be making music. You're making food for music for people. You could be making TV shows. You're making TV shows for people. You could be making movies or something. Art. You're making it for people. Whatever job you have, whatever talent or gift you have, you're doing it and getting paid to do it because you're giving it to people. You have consumers regardless, right? It don't matter what position you have. You're doing it for the consumer. So when we talking about building your own business, building your own brand, getting paid for your talent, you have to know or think what type of gifts or what talent it is you want to get paid for. What is it something you good at? What is something you naturally do unconsciously? Like I be talking about where some people like to sing. Some people get their steam off from cooking. They get their steam off by singing. They probably walk around singing and they think that they got a good ass voice. But somebody was to accidentally hear them and tell them, oh, you got a beautiful voice. You should be a singer, right? They probably feel like, nah, it's just something I do when I'm bored or something like that. Like, no. When you have a beautiful voice, that is an opportunity for you. That is not there for no reason. You get where I'm coming from? Your voice is an instrument. If you have a beautiful voice, which most people would have to work for, take vocal lessons for. If you have a beautiful voice, I would recommend at least trying singing or trying something that got to do with your art, poetry, writing, voice acting, something. You get where I'm coming from? Just because these ideas seem like something that's out of this world or something that you only see on TV or something, or you think it's a 1 in a billion chance, is not that. That only happens if you believe it's a 1 in a billion chance. You got all these trash ass artists on TV and all over the internet getting paid millions. And you sitting here letting your ego get in the way and tell you can't do something. You letting it make you fear it. You letting it tell you, oh, this might be too big or damn near impossible. Or you probably feel like, oh, I have to work too hard for this. You have to work hard, period. You got to remember, nothing that you want comes easy. And if it does, you know what they say about things that come easy. Easy come, easy go. So don't let Short-term things ruin long-term goals is basically what I'll be saying. But don't let short-term things ruin long-term goals. So when we talking about this fifth density thing, the service to self and service to others, this means you have to, when you get into this density of consciousness, when you get into fourth, you learning about it still, but you learning to let it go. So it's either you be 49% of service to yourself and 51% of service to others, or 49% of service to others and 51% of service to yourself. You have to pick one. And fifth density is about you being instead of picking. You get where I'm coming from? So, a lot of people want to help people. What is it that you have to offer? You have to be worried about not reaching 1 million people. This has to do with even if you're building a job, a brand, a business online or in person. You have to basically, you have to think about how you want to serve 1 million people instead of thinking about how you're going to make $1 million from these 1 million people. You get where I'm coming from? So you could have a business and not make a damn dime for an entire year. It's about your consistency, and your willpower. Because it's about the law of attraction as well. Like, you showing the universe you want to work for it. Now, it's not like you got to slave your ass off for it. It's about how you perceive in this process. You got to trust the process and what you think about it, where your mind at. Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's too big of a task for you? Do you have the love for it? Is it something you really want to do? Is it something you enjoy? Is it something you're going to enjoy doing in the long term? Is it something you could pass down to your children? Is it something you could keep going for a long time, even after you die? It's about your legacy. Like, I have these videos. I make these videos for you. Right? I don't care about how much YouTube will pay me. I don't care about no monetization. Money is not a problem for me. When I'm making these videos, I'm thinking about, oftentimes, I know I'm supposed to be doing it. I plan on doing it every single day, but sometimes I do it off of spirit, because it's a lot of times my videos come from me getting information from the source. So a lot of my videos are a calling. This is why when you see some of my videos, it's me speaking like I feel like somebody on this planet needs to hear whatever it is I'm speaking about in my video. And somebody says in the comment section or in my DMs or in email stuff like, oh, you make a video about something I was just thinking about. You know why? Because it's a calling for me. This is something, when I make these videos, it's because sometimes I feel like somebody need to hear it. And guess what? Somebody tell me they needed to hear it. This is synchronicity. What I'm about to tell y'all is making everything magical. Your whole work process will become magical. Now, you know how people say whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Your mind is the all. Your mind, that's the first hermetic principle. Your mind is the all. The universe is connected to your mind. You have to create the energy, the descriptive long-term goal. Don't be too attached to the goal, the end goal. You're supposed to be in the present moment and worried about what you got to get done now. Excuse me. But anyway, manifesting. What you want to do to manifest your job or your talent, think about these things. Like I said, with the singing or whatever it is, if it's something in your life, even if you was in school or whatever, if it's something you noticed yourself pick up on really quicker than most people, that might be something you meant to do. We all ran into something that we are meant to do in this life. We may have not noticed it. We may not want to accept it. We may not like it, even though you create your own future. But when we talking about manifesting, let's take a singer, for example, because I know how to do this music shit. You might not see me putting out music. It's coming. But listen, let's say you wanted to be a singer, right? Let's say you wanted to be a singer. A lot of times in your house, you walk around singing. You on your phone singing, playing the game singing, on your laptop singing, doing something while singing at the same time, cooking and singing, washing the dishes and singing. You love Adele. You probably love Bruno Mars. fucking Miguel, Halsey, fuck somebody. You probably like all the pop and R&B music, right? So you want to go about singing. And and this is organic shit that I'm about to give y'all. Instead of that whole music industry signing to this bullshit 360 deals, you want to work. You want to do it like it's a job. You want to, like SoundCloud. SoundCloud made it easier to get famous. Made it easier to treat your music like a career. So you want to post your shit. You want to pay for promotion. You want to put as much energy and put love into it. You're supposed to be in a love space when you're doing something you really meant to be doing. When you have a job, you're not supposed to feel like you have to be there. You're not supposed to feel like you don't want to be there and that somebody or your bills is keeping you there. You're supposed to feel like you love it. It's not supposed to feel like a job. It's supposed to be something you excited to go and do. Something that you do effortlessly. Something that you in the moment doing in a flow state whenever you're doing it. Time does not matter. When you're doing it, time is just flying by. Right? It's not a job to you. This is why you're supposed to be paid doing your talent. Talent comes from the Latin word talentum, which means it's a currency. You're supposed to be getting paid for your talent. Right? Life right now is more people getting paid for their talent than ever in history. So your ego, you just get your ego out the way now. Like when we talk about manifesting, once again, picture whatever it is you want to do, whatever talent or gift, whatever it is you want to give to people. How do you want to give it to them? Music, put it on SoundCloud, keep on posting, stay consistent. You don't gotta be the typical one hit wonder. You think you gotta put out one song and blow up off of that. You have to put out many songs. You don't have to put out one song every month, every week, once a week, once a month, once every couple months or whatever. You can just put that shit out consistently. It's just music. When you're making music, you're supposed to be doing it from your emotions. It's supposed to be like therapeutic because your voice is an instrument. Music is one of the languages of the universe. This is what the voice is for. Vibration. Everything you say is vibration. Every sound that comes out your mouth is vibration. Singing, your voice vibrate at different frequencies. Now, if we specifically talk about 432 hertz, which some of the things you say do vibrate at, this frequency attracts mass audience. It attracts mass audience. You know why? You know why? Because 432 hertz is the frequency of the universe, right? What's up there in the universe? Stars. All stars are connected. We connected to the stars. What do they call a famous person? A star. What is any human? 93% of our body, I think it's 93% of our body is made out of stardust. Water, we made out of like 40 to 75%, according to science. They change the number all the time. We made out of partially water, right? Water is nothing but light. Stars are water. A lot of these stars you see, they're made out of water. Water only look the way it do because it's in this dimension. If we was looking at water in a higher dimension, we would see what it's actually supposed to look like. Now, this is why that's why we made out of more than 50% of water and more than 50% of stars, because water is fucking starlight. So we made out of 93% stardust, right? All of us connected. When you singing and your music is tuned to 432 hertz, this makes a mass crowd of people come to you. Most music is tuned to 440 hertz, which is a frequency that's known to cause depression and sadness, mood swings, just low vibrational emotions. Although that frequency can help cure cancer, but we ain't talking about that right now. Now, over time, whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you start up, whatever it is you're doing consistently, eventually people are going to gravitate towards whatever it is, if this is something you genuinely want to do. Now, if we talking about me, my videos, I didn't even know I was going to be posting these kind of videos. I just started making YouTube videos. This is what I'm telling y'all. This is not no coincidence. When you serving your purpose, it's all going to feel like unconditional love. It's going to all come natural. It's going to come out the way it's supposed to. You get where I'm coming from? It's not something you have to try. It's not something you have to be egotistic about and think like, do I like this? Do I like that? I mean, yeah, you got to find out what you like, but it's not something you got to make too much of a difficult thing for yourself. You know what the fuck you like. And when you get around it, or when you doing it, you will realize it. Some of y'all like to draw. Go be a fucking artist. And being an artist is just not only limited to just drawing on a fucking piece of paper and getting your shit, trying to get your shit put in a museum. You can sell art online. You can make art for people. You can sell art to museums, yeah, but making art for people, and like, it's different ways to do art. And art is not only limited to drawing. There are many forms of art. Making fucking machines is technically art. When you're creating using your creative mind, your right brain, your heart space, your imagination, creating imagination, you are a magi. We are magicians. We are sorcerers, getting our energy from the source. This is why it's called sorcery. Now, anyway, how do you want to help people? How are you going to go about helping people? Take me as a blueprint or an example. Take anybody you see doing anything. You can compare it to what you see at a job. Take your passion. Take something that you have a burning desire for, and find out how you can get paid for it. Even YouTube made it more easier to make money doing what you love to do. When you making a video, when you making a YouTube channel, making videos on a certain topic, over time, it starts to gain traction. You put energy into it, and whatever you put energy into grows. It's the law of attraction. Next video I make gonna be about the 7 Hermetic Principles, because the 7 Hermetic Principles tie into a lot of the shit I talk to y'all about lately. And I'll be noticing that. This is why lately I've been talking about polarity in the right brain, because I've been practicing magic and practicing belief and practicing how to use my subconscious. So remember, no matter what, no matter how long it takes, no matter how long or how hard it is, if you building something, it don't matter if you feel like you should quit. People, Kevin Gates, he look where he at, right? He said he didn't gave up 1,000,000 times. Now look where he at. He fell off last year because he was in jail, came back and got his money back up. Now he's taking care of his family. If a person who is already rich can bring their money up, rich people don't give a fuck about money. A lot of them, they will tell you, it's not about the money when you're trying to do your purpose and get paid for it. Money is a tool. These rich people will tell you, money. See, and this is, a rich person don't got to tell you this, but money don't buy happiness, because if you lose that money, you're not going to be happy no more. A rich person who know how to get money will tell you, if they lost money, they're not going to give a fuck. If they lost all their money, they're not going to give a fuck. You know why? Because they know how to make it back. They have the mindset. It's all about the mind. Where is your mind? You can do any fucking thing you want to do. You're not assigned to one specific thing to do. Just because I be saying, oh, you need to serve your purpose. What is it? What is your purpose? You the creator of your own life. What do you want to be your purpose? What is something you love to do? What puts you in the love space? I can do anything. It's even in my natal chart. I have the ability to adapt to anything. So what is it? It's and the thing about starting a business is not like it's a short journey. It's not something like I said, don't worry about the end goal. It's a lifelong thing. It's a lifelong journey. It's not something you gotta work your ass off and feel like you gotta slave over it. It's just, it should be a lifestyle, like how I do these videos. It's like, you shouldn't think about it as a job. I don't think about this as a job. I think about this as something I like to do, because you know why? You know, when you had a job and you waiting for the time to change, and it's taking too long because you giving your attention to the time. And you know how if you a person who do videos, a lot of times you probably don't feel like making a video because you thinking about how long it'll take. You thinking about the whole process. You thinking about the editing, even though I don't like editing. I like to do my shit live. I don't care about how long it takes. I don't care about the process of making a video. When I'm making a video, I'm in a space, I'm in a flow space. I'm not worried about the time. When I'm doing these videos, time go by quick as fuck. This is why most of my videos is over 20 minutes. Y'all ever thought about that? And they tell you should keep short videos. I don't got a lot of short videos. Look how good my channel doing. But that's pretty much it. I hope everybody find out what their purpose is. I hope everybody find out. Now, I don't hope. I know y'all gonna find out what y'all purpose is. I know y'all gonna find out what y'all do or what y'all want to do. Y'all gonna get paid for it. Look at me. Take me as a example if you don't believe what you're supposed to be doing. I was a lazy ass person. I promise to God I was lazy as shit. I was lazy as fucking shit. I make videos damn near every fucking day. I make videos every fucking day almost. I work out every single day almost. Because I don't want to do my strain my muscles. But you're literally watching me manifest with my channel. You're literally watching me manifest. When I'm doing these videos, I'm giving it attention. Right now, I'm giving it attention. This is why I have tunnel vision. Nothing else outside of this screen matters. I have tunnel vision, so I'm in a flow state. I'm in the moment. I'm not thinking about the past or the present. So I'm living in the now, right? Everything is moving fast right now. But your journey is going to be lifelong. Don't think about the end goal. Think about where you're at now. Don't think about where you will be. Know where you will be. But that's pretty much it. Create from a love space. This is why people say they put love into the food when they cooking food. You should be putting love into your art when you're making it. But that's pretty much it. I'm Universe taking off. I'll leave you all like, subscribe, peace. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to tell y'all, like in July, when I used to work at this plantation with this dude, and this we had this station, right? And the station was, the number of the station was 117A, right? 117 was one of the angel numbers I had been seeing around that time, like hella. So I'm like, I even get a station with this number, and I was even seeing the number all over the place, right? So the dude I was working with eventually one day came to me and told me, hey, you got any passions? And this was after a week and some change. He asked me if I had any passions, and I told him, yeah, I like to make music and stuff like that. And he told me, and it dawned on me, like, what made him ask me that? Like, he came out of nowhere and asked me, right? And I told him I like to do music, and he told me, he just to stick to my passion. He told me, I don't look like I'm supposed to be working there. I stick out like a sore thumb. You get me? And I knew I didn't look like I'm supposed to be working there, because it's hard as fuck to work in one of them plantations, especially when it's hot as fuck like that place. And I was a machine operator. But anyway, he eventually, he found out I was spiritual. I revealed myself to him basically, and he told me, basically he was able to see my light. You know, when you look at certain people and they just don't look like everybody else, you can just see them in a group of people and you can single them out because they look a certain way. They don't look like everybody. So over the course of my 3 weeks and some change working there, I was helping him find his purpose, helping him with his life path and whatnot. And he told me he wanted to help people. This made me notice I'm not the only person on this planet that want to help people. It's a lot of people on this planet that want to help people. And our purpose is, that's what it is. We supposed to be here helping people and raising the vibration of the people on the planet. We supposed to be doing something great while we here, right? We supposed to be leaving behind a legacy. It's about your legacy. Like I have these videos, they're going to be left behind, right? When I die, they're going to be helping people for lifetimes. This is lifetimes worth of information. This is information that was lost. So anyway, he also said to me that I work like an old man. He noticed the way I work. And every place I ever went to, everybody tells me I'm a great worker. And I know that. It's my life path number. My life path number is 8. I'm a great worker. I'm prone to become a workaholic. I like to do hard work. I like that manly, tough, hard work shit. Lifting heavy shit, you know? Got it from my granddad because he had his own business and whatnot. He got a garage working on cars and shit his whole life. That made me, and when he said I work like an old man, he mean like old fashioned, like how your grandparents came to this country or came from the South, right? And they worked hard and they they birthed your whole fucking family, right? My granddad came from the South. We're in the Midwest. He had a wife, made a fucking family, had children, and now I'm here. And what do he have to leave behind? He got a lot to leave behind. He got children who made their own, who did their own thing in their life. So it's about, no matter how hard you work it, no matter how long it take, no matter where you are with your work, I'd say all this to say somebody is going to notice your work. Somebody is going to notice. And you always gonna have a supporter. It don't matter what you doing. If you make videos about something, don't feel like nobody care about your videos. It's always somebody on this planet who into what you're into. You're not into what you're into for no reason. People will gravitate towards you. Gravitate towards you. Come to your content because they can relate. People like things they can relate to. You get where I'm coming from? You are a reflection of other people and they are a reflection of you. Your content will not go unnoticed. Your work will not go unnoticed. That's pretty much it. Create from the heart space.